Have you ever wondered and asked why we Catholics do novenas in honor of our patrons and the purpose of doing it? Here's why. The novena is a kind of intensified prayer which is usually done for 9 consecutive days. If we say the phrase intensified prayer, this is the time that we offer prayers, either to obtain special graces, to implore special favors, or to make special intentions amid the preparation of a major feast. Doing this kind of intensified prayer was recorded from the Gospel of Apostle Evangelist Saint Luke on chapter 24 verse 47 and from the book of the Acts of the Apostles chapter 1 verse 12 until chapter 2 verse 5 of the New Testament of the Holy Bible, where the 12 apostles, together with the Blessed Virgin Mary, prepared for the feast of Pentecost for 9 days. In the other hand, some references say that the Pentecost is the founding anniversary of the Catholic Church, while the other references say it's not. The word novena comes from the Spanish ordinal number, which means ninth, and comes from the Latin word novem, which means 9. There are 4 types of novenas. Novena for the preparation of a major feast. Novena for mourning.
Amen.
Novena for petition. And novena for penance.
Tungkol sa iyong masulubong pagpasakit. Tungkol sa iyong masulubong pagpasakit.
While novenas are taken either inside the Catholic Church or a Catholic chapel, we also hear the word gozos. The gozos is a popular poetic compositions which are sung in honor to the Holy Trinity or the Latria, the Blessed Virgin Mary, the Hyperdulia, Saint Joseph, the Protodulia, and to the saints, Dulia. Gozos comes from the Spanish word which means joy and expression of gladness, and from the Latin word gaudium, which means joy. Thus, gozos is literally meant as overtures of rejoicing and exuberance. They are sung in the context of an important religious act, such as the Mass of a great feast, a procession, or the blessing of an image, etc. Its goal is to render thanksgiving for received blessings, or as an entreaty for a petition of protection against evil. Of a written or oral character, it can be traced back to the Middle Ages and are preserved in most cases in documents of great artistic value which are attempting to collect, dignify, and show. Historically, devotionally, and artistically speaking, gozos is used as votive prayers. In the Philippines, the gozos is almost exclusively sung within the context of a novena. Its structure is antiphonal, that is, it is usually sung in 2 parts, the verses by the leader of the novena, the refrain by the rest. While in music, it is strophic, that is, all its verses are set to the same tune or melody. The copla is treated as the refrain of the gozos, but this can be misleading. The copla is typically composed of 4 lines.
imong anak kami imong nga tabangan, kay paglaong ka kanamong tanan, paglaong ka kanamong tanan.
The last two lines of the copla are called the estribillo, and these are the ones which are normally repeated after each verse. If there are only two lines, then the entire copla is repeated after each verse.
San Jose mo kaming palabanan sa kinabuhi sa kamatayon. San Jose mo kaming palabanan sa kinabuhi sa kamatayon. Sa ganang kung si Maria, dili mo ang misteryo hibawan, gituyo nga mingaon, naubula ka kaniya. Kasangit ka na kung tuod makalilis sa mong atas ko. San Jose mo kaming palabanan sa kinabuhi sa kamatayon.
The estrophas are the verses of the gozos. It can have a minimum of 4 lines, a standard number of 6 lines, and a maximum number of 8 lines, 2 sets of 4 lines.
Sa syudad sa subo, ang matahong mong larawan. Sa unang mga misyonero, sa usang balay hipalkan, kanina ikaw nagpakita, ikanda sa imong gugma.
If the estropha has the standard 6 lines, the last 2 lines are called the letrilla, and these, together with the estribillo of the copla, are sung as the refrain.
Sa Diyos na pinindahan, sukat sa walay siyutan. Iwi mo ka nakatinganan, kang ngalan nakaliwatan, kaysa ilang kasalanan. Igawas ka na ulan, kaysa ilang kasalanan. Igawas ka na
If there are only 4 lines, the entire copla is repeated after each verse. If there are 8 lines, the repetition will then depend on the established tradition of the place. The gozos exists as Dalit and Tagalog areas, and these are either recited or sung. In the Visayan territories, the tradition is quite robust.